Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people, is happening. You'll be shocked, surprised, as Vice President picks on Tinubu and tells him the truth to his face. Vice President Shettima tackles Tinubu on Fubara'S removal, says, President or no president, you have no power, no right to remove elected governor. What you have done is totally, completely unacceptable. Those who are supporting you and who are aiding you, the judiciary and others, are lying to you, allowing Nigerians to suffer needlessly. Well, my people, this is exactly what is going on. Vice President Shettima have said, what happened to Fubara is totally unlawful, not accepted, and nobody should condole it. The judiciary, Nigerians, everyone needs to speak against it. He has been quiet, but the truth of it is totally, completely wrong. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Vice President Shettima tackles Tinubu on Fubara'S removal, says, President or no president, you have no power to remove a democratically elected governor, which is the truth. It's a shame that the House of Appeal went ahead and and says what they and agree to what Tinubu said. Everybody, all that they did was totally, completely unacceptable. The Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Shettima, argued that there is no legal basis under law for the President to sack a governor, drawing from his experience to slam the preview of such extreme constitutional maneuver. The Vice President on Thursday appeared to distance himself for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's controversial removal of a democratically elected governor of the opposition party. Governor Sim Fubara of Rivers was on March the 18th, 2025, removed from office by the president in the unilateral decision first reported by the People Glacier. The National Assembly later glorified the highly controversial move. They accepted and said, yes, they gave the president the go-ahead. After members accepted cash bribe from the president's ally, Mr. Fubara has been out of office ever since, with retired military general acting in his stead. Mr. Shettima, during a book launch in Abuja on Thursday afternoon, suggested there was no constitutional basis for a president to remove a democratically elected governor in Nigeria, drawing from his experience when he was a governor to slam the peril of such extra constitutional maneuver was totally, completely unacceptable. Former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was floating the idea of removing Borno governor, pointing at himself and Aminu Waziri Tabawa and and the former Speaker of the House of Representatives had the courage to tell the president, you don't have the power to remove elected councillor. Mr. Shettima said at the book launch of former Attorney General Bello Adeoke. Mr. Shettima also condemned Mr. Adeoke for using his role as an Attorney General at the time to thwart Jonathan's attempt to remove governors of the northern states over insecurity in 2013. But sadly, no one, not even the Attorney General of today, could speak to the president and make him understand the constitutional maneuver of which he has done to a sitting governor. What has happened is totally, completely unacceptable. The president was still unconvinced. He mounted the idea of the Federal Executive Council. Mr. Mohammed Adegoke told the president, you don't have the power to remove a sitting governor. The vice president said they sought the opinion of another son in the cabinet, Kabiru Tariki, who also said, I am of the candid opinion of the senior colleague. That was how the matter lay to rest. However, with Tinubu, nobody has the courage to talk to him. I want to thank you for the courage to forgive those who have offended you in the last 4 years and in Jonathan's government. I was the public enemy. Number one, he added. Mr. Shettima did not directly address Fubara'S removal, but the tune of his prepared speech underscores his anger about the general issue of presidential influence in state affairs. A presidential spokesman does not immediately return a request seeking comment after Shettima's statement about Tinubu. Mr. Shettima has largely avoided airing his opinion on the legitimacy of Fubara'S removal since it was announced, and his decision to use his first public statement to condemn the action could further fuel crisis between himself and the president, who is looking forward to replacing him when contesting 2027. Last month, a meeting in the State House ended in chaos after ruling party leaders loyal to Tinubu endorsed Tinubu for a second tenure, but not Shettima. They endorsed Tinubu without immediately acknowledging Shettima as his running mate, a development that has caused political analysts and others to understand that there is a breakup in Aso Rock currently going on. Well, my lovely people, this is what is happening. Shettima, all he did was to speak about what happened during Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's time. I wanted to remove governors from the north who were allegedly encouraging insecurity. I said, but in the case of this very person, nobody is particularly speaking, and it is totally, completely sad, unacceptable. Fubara should not be removed in the first instance. And it says, what has happened is not something to be celebrated. This president seems to be dancing to the tune of every music, and he wants to position himself as a boss. And this is exactly what is totally, completely wrong, not to be condoned. You see, so what has happened is not what it should be. It's not at all. It should not be accepted. It should not be condoned, and it should not be allowed to go on. How can you are also elected, then you come ahead, then you come around and you say you want to remove, another person, and nobody is telling you what you did is wrong. You see, so these are some of the things going on. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like or share, subscribe. God bless. Let's hear your thoughts from us. It's bye for now.